All right. I haven't been on the PS3 for streams in a while, actually. And the timing with, like, my latest, like, binging back into mecha anime or mecha in general got me thinking, man, I fucking miss Macross games. I'm not talking about whatever that Japan-only, like, smartphone gacha game was that was running for, like, several years before shutting down, like, a few months ago. I mean real ones. Real ones, well, real might be a bit of a weird one to specify because this was not, like, a game that you could, like, buy as its own thing on a disc or even as, like, a download. This is Macross Trial Frontier. Part of the Macross Frontier The False Songstress Blu-ray Hybrid Pack. Which, Hybrid Packs, yeah, that was a thing back then, PS3 gen. I think most of all, especially, if it was anything that was being put out by Bandai Namco, just because of, like, the amount of, like, pies they got their hands in the anime industry, it's like, yeah, no shit, they got a lot. But this is something where it's like, yeah, if you had the Blu-ray for the first Frontier film, this came on the disc. Like, if you put it in your PS3, you would also get, like, you would basically get a game option to load the disc as, like, a mini game developed by the developers of the PSP Macross games from the time. Yeah, Artdink's behind this one, which is good, because I played a lot of Triangle Frontier. It was the third of, like, the PSP games. I love that one a lot. It's, like, one of my absolute favorite games ever. It's that along with the PS2 Macross game is kind of like the best ideals of, like, how to go about designing a Macross game. One that's, like, more anime, like arcadey designed, like the Artdink ones, or something that has a bit more of a bend towards, like, the flight sim semi-realism that the PS2 game has. That said, though, it's like controls, mechanics, these are largely the same as, like, what they were on the PSP games. It's just that because this came with, like, the Frontier Blu-ray and was, like, a bonus, not a whole lot. So we'll be... Yeah, we're going to be going through this fairly quickly. With, like, the opening bit of White Bunny, I think it's called. One of the Cheryl songs that came from the first film as well. Alright. And by the way, that startup sequence happens for every mission, so I'm basically skipping every after the first one. So let's just, like, enjoy some good-ass fucking Macross games. Yep, yeah, I know, I'm amazing. Alright. Yep. All the things you would expect to be able to do in a Macross game. Fly around, change into your different forms. Oh, that's not actually what I wanted to do. I was trying to air brake, but that's fine. But yeah, it's like, these games are cool because, like, they're fast, they're very immediate. It's, like, very much kind of in the wake of things like, games like Another Century's episode stuff where it was like, let's make, like, real, proper, like, 3D mecha action games that, like, properly can, like, convey what it's like to like, be piloting those units in their source material. Okay. Come on. And truth be told, I'm actually starting to, like, forget specifically, like some of the controls, actually. Like, the specifics for, like, changing the, sub-weapons in particular. Because now I got, like, this. There we go. And that's it. That was only a test. And actually nothing to do with what goes on in the film. Which is why, like, I was... Like, the idea of wanting to, like, play these hybrid pack games that came with the Frontier movies convinced me that, like, I needed to, like, give a rewatch of the, of those films. Just to make sure that I would remember exactly, like, what context would be, like, used in the, Like what sort of context moments or whatever, like, from the movies would be missions in this. And as far as I could tell, just from what I messed around with on Trial Frontier, doesn't really seem to be anything, at least right now, that is explicitly from the film itself. Like, I think they lean into the name Trial Frontier for a reason, because this feels more like a demo for, like, what a full version of one of these games is like to play, you know? Yeah, I already know that. Oh, wait, no, it's Universal Bunny is, like, the name of the song. That's right, I remember. Alright, Ozma Lee time! Formation Totsugeki Love Heart! There we go. I should have actually, like, initiated the transform into Batroid just a bit earlier, but it's fine. Yeah, just unload everything from the super pack directly, and just have it... Oh no, it still hits them, but that might have been more my allies because I was too far away. Again, I'm trying to get used to this again and remembering that it's like... Triangle is like your brake button, essentially. And I forget that, like... And also, your missiles or your sub-weapons in general are, like, tied to circle. However, you press both of those together, and what happens then is you do that special attack. Okay, no, that's right. I actually have to... Finally remember what it was. For whatever reason, I thought it was I had to, like, press the circle button while holding guard to switch sub-weapons. But no, it's the primary fire button is what you actually have to press. So that's how you cycle through, like, your lock-on missiles, your active missiles, and, like, your special beam. Like so. There we go. Ah. That's it, though. I'm not... Yeah, just... Oh my god. What the hell happened? I was trying to... Okay. Also, another thing I'm trying to, like, not get screwed up by, actually, is that I've been meaning to get back to Macross 30 on PS3. And that is, like, it's by Artdink all the same, but the controls are definitely not the same. There's, like, some differences. Yakuza culture! Hi, Oseo. Glad someone in here is decided to come in and, like, indulge along with me in my love of Macross. There we go. Enemies exterminated. Nice. Bit before going to sleep. Cool. Cool. Yeah, it's like, it's just going through these, like, hybrid packs that came with the Frontier movies and talking about stuff from the Frontier movies that they come to mind. Although they'll probably be in the, I want to say, like, in the next hybrid pack, the one that actually covers the second film. Since that's the one that's most exciting anyway. And also maybe a bit of Delta as well, just because I still have Zetai Live on my brain. And I'm still trying to recover from the emotional damage, and I'm trying my best. All right, third mission. And I think at this point it's like we've already completed the third of Trial Frontier. Time for a new Macross series, don't you think? Yeah, in a few years, I certainly think. Though I do feel before that... Yep, he said it, he said the line. Ozma Lee, Skull Leader and biggest fucking, like... Well, no, second biggest Neki Basara fan. Like, obviously, number one Neki Basara fan in Frontier is Bobby. We all know this. Orino talk? Yeah! It's the best I could have done. Or this is Frontier, so we could also do Cheryl's version. Tashino to? Yeah? Mic clipped. God damn it. Yeah. Fucking. Oh well. That's how it is. I need the noise canceller anyway. Alright. Very nice. We're getting back into it. Yeah. These games are still fun. It's like, yeah, we need a new Macross series. We need Macross units to return to Super Robot Wars again. And we also need a new Macross game like this one. Because, like, Artdink, we need you more than ever. You know, it was, like, actually kind of, like, heartwarming to see, as far as, like, mecha game releases this year that I didn't even realize until after, like, it launched, essentially. What it was, like, that SD Gundam game, Battle Alliance, that came out. I saw some people, like, on my timeline talking about it. And it's like, yeah, that sounds neat. Like, SD Gundam units from, like, all the different series up to that point, which obviously meant no Witch of Mercury because it hadn't aired yet. And then looked at the developer and I'm like, what do you mean Artdink worked on this? Have they finally returned to their bread and butter after years of other anime tie-in games? Because if so, that's awesome. So that's definitely like another game I do want to get around to at some point. Especially once, I guess, like, once all its DLC is done and out of the way, so I can, like, basically get it complete. Nice! Oh, missed it! You son of a bitch! Come on, get up there! Ah, Yeah, whatever. And of course, like, my special meters. Ow. Ah, shit. Trying to be fancy, but I wasted too much of my... whatever. On, just... hit the bastard! Alright, that's fine. Oh. Still kind of surprising going through this and just realizing that, yeah, like, we haven't been hit with anything, or we're probably not going to be faced with anything that's like a scene from the Fall Songstress. Because I know, like, months and months ago, when I did, like, a PS3 grab back, I actually showed off the game that was part of the hybrid pack for Do You Remember Love? And that one, that was, like, where, like, I picked that one because I knew that it demonstrated, like, a cool feature where it had, like, a picture-in-picture of scenes from the movie as you were, like, playing through, like, the actual game parts. And this doesn't have that. But I do think that, like, yeah, Do You Remember Love? The hybrid pack for that game has it. And I do know that, that Sayonara no Tsubasa also has it. So we'll see how that goes and, like, how much more it has to it, like, once we get to Last Frontier, as it's called. Oh yeah, see, like, they even call this, like, a training stage. Jeez! There goes my super pack, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. There we go! Yeah, just got some training against Zentradi units. Because Conclon's won, and Pilot's one of those Quell Ray. I'll admit, I still genuinely forget, like, how you properly say that. Oh my god, how did I miss? Oh my god! There we go. Got her. And that's the test. Need some help with pronunciation, only when it comes to Zentradi units, I feel. But I think that's also a case of I kind of mix up which ones are which, because of the whole male-female divide between, like, Zentradi tribes and their units. Okay. Reading the katakana helps a lot. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, let's just get this asshole. Yeah! Come on. Oh, wait! I didn't realize you... Oh, I completely forgot that you can technically still control it! Okay. Wow. That changes things a bit with that special attack that Michelle has. This fucking Max Genius wannabe. Okay. Not bad on ranks so far. Only 1A. Sass. Ooh, we get to fly as Luca this time. Right, yeah. He's got his own fancy stuff with like that, with that recon unit. I think if I recall correctly, like if it's sticking to like most of like what he's been able to do like in the PSP games, I'm pretty sure that at least one of his, if not his actual special, involves summoning ghosts. Alright. Let's go. Alright. So far, so good. Ah. You forgot all about Luca. Admittedly, yeah, it's kind of easy to. Probably because, like, of all, like, the main, like, squad members of SMS, like, Skull Team, which, like, their color schemes and roles, by and large, are supposed to be reminiscent of original Macross. Like, it feels so weird that, like, the idea was potentially that, like, yeah, Luca is supposed to be the Kakizaki of the group, which makes no sense. He's way too pretty and way too smart to be that. Oh, man. Come on. There we go. Yeah, sometimes for, like, the... he got no anger issues, yeah. He also doesn't get unceremoniously sniped out of the air like in the movie. Although there was that one time... Although this is in the second Frontier movie, there was that one time where Luca almost got assassinated. Someone, like, cut, like, his oxygen umbilical and, like, tried to basically send him floating into the vacuum of space. Yeah, that was a fun time. Man, Sayonara no Tsubasa's, like, fucking crazy good. Like, after rewatching those films again, combined with watching the second Delta film soon before it, like, yeah, Sayonara no Tsubasa is still the best Macross movie. Free. It doesn't mean, though, that I think, like, Macross Frontier in general is my favorite Macross. I think that honor still goes to, Yep, yeah, I thought so. He summons ghosts to give him assist. But it's like, I still love everything else about Delta when it comes to, like, its world, like, core ideas, characters, and whatnot. But the second Frontier movie, that is peak anime cinema. Music's real good, too. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. You could also, and like his third sub-weapon is he just summons an extra ghost. Because this dude's a freaking tech genius. And he gets to handle all of, like, the unmanned drones that are able to move super fast to the point that, like, no person could ever handle that many Gs. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, just a lot of tiny Vajra that are just spawning endlessly, which is clearly the point. Just kind of hold out until the very end. Kaname got it dirty in Delta. Namidami Bakuhatsuan. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember which song that actually was, because I do feel like it's, yeah, when it comes to like songs that are specifically associated with her, it's always Axia that comes first. Was that like on the new? Was that like on the latest like Valkyrie like single from last year? I want to say that was it. I think it's only on CD. That probably makes sense. Yeah, because I was listening to Valkyrie Reborn, like their last single. And, like, it's funny. I actually had downloaded it months and months ago, but did not listen to it because I wanted to first watch the film and, like, so that I would know, like, the songs that were on the album. And as it turns out, I think only half of them are from the movie. Some of them are, like, specific only to that single, and it is an absolute crime. Valkyrie Trap Track 8. Oh, God, right, of course. Weird how I completely forgot about that. Admittedly, I've not listened to that album for a while. Anyway, we get to pilot a Vajra now, I guess. Yeah, this Trial Frontier game has had absolutely nothing to do with the fall songstress. It only just features some of the songs. But yeah, Valkyrie Reborn's got some amazing, like, specific tracks on it that don't appear in the series or movie. Mugendai Drive is, like, that is the most Firebomber-sounding song I think Valkyrie has done. Skull Squadron. Oh, yep. There it is. Yeah, we get to fight against Skull Squadron now. Imagine that. Okay, that's at least a pretty clever thing. I mean, like, that's exactly like the type of extra mission that you would expect to come about in like the PSP games from the time, you know? God, Cheryl's songs are still so good. Universal Bunny. If there was one thing that was like extra delightful going back through like the two Frontier movies, is just how unabashedly music video core the like the new songs are. Like the fact that like Ronka and Cheryl's like individual concerts for those specific songs, like, are so fantastic and out there that they're all just shot like music videos. Like, in no normal context would you be like, yeah, this is totally something that would happen in a live venue. No. But then again, this is Macross. They got technology advanced enough to the point that it's like, you know, we can just, oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh, fuck. I was not paying attention, just talking about Ronka and Cheryl's songs. God, and I even completely forgot, too. I completely forgot, too, that the Vajra technically have their own, like, their own transformations. Oh, that explains why I'm getting fucked up, because of course Luca is using his ghosts to just pester me. Oh god, and of course, like, he's got Klon with him. Oh god, I better hope to god that I can pull through. Although, I mean, like, the thing is, like, I know this is technically the last mission of the game as is. So, I think win or lose, I'll probably just switch to the next hybrid pack after this, because, again, like, this kind of confirmed what I was suspecting. This has literally nothing to do with the movie, aside from, like, the music. There we go. Alright, now we got Alto. Yeah. You have a good one, Haseo. Thanks for stopping by. Please, please hit! That still wasn't enough. And he's even got a super pack still. Oh, you bastard. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's just I was doing a bad job paying attention to Luca earlier on. That his fucking ghost just kept wrecking me. I'm still amazed that I'm holding on with this magic pixel. There we go. Now is Ozma gonna show up? Yeah, he is. Fuck. I actually should have held on. God damn it. Okay. Come on. Oh, fuck. That's exactly what I get for trying to do anti-missile measures without being in fighter form. God damn it. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna switch over to the next game. Oh, wait. Hold on. Was my... Shit, I just noticed, like, the battery on my DualShock. This is like a 1 bar. Hold on, I'm gonna plug this back in. It's 1 extra cable to get tangled up in, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, but we're just gonna skip that. Like, that's basically the end of it. Like, it was 6 missions from what I saw, and like all of them were more or less like training, with the final bonus one being you get to play as a Vajra. I'm also, yeah, I'm just turning off the capture for now because it's like I know switching between all these menus and how it's constantly checking and switching resolution, I know that it causes desyncs occasionally in the audio. So we're going to... I'll quickly have the feed back on soon as we load up Macross Last Frontier. As well as an update, I guess, to the category. Not like it matters, because who even is searching for, like, specific Macross games? Like, on Twitch, of all things. I'm just doing it because I feel like. I mean, like, whatever I do, it's not like it's going to, like, cause me to strike gold on discoverability. Oh, well. It is what it is. Let's get back to something that's more It's like more robust than that little trial game. Look at that YF-29. Okay. And this is where they actually decided, hey, you know what? We should probably let you save your progress. Because Trial Frontier doesn't let you do that. It's like, you boot it up, you better hope that you can, like, beat all 6 missions with the ranks you want and be done. Like, no breaks, my friend. So, yeah, we're stuck with the 25S. We got the armor, like the armored pack, playing as Ozma, Cheryl on support. Normal controls is fine, although we have... Oh yeah, that's right, they started to introduce the key configs, although I forget specifically how it's changed. Oh yeah, you can look at the models. Look at that transformation. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop that. Pretty sure that's, like, would be a bit, disorienting. Just, like, honestly, like, swapping back and forth between all those transformations before each one finishes, it looks like the model is corrupting and starting to wig out. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, come on, bitrate. Stop fucking up on me. Should still be the same controls, all in all. But yeah, it's like... Like, I absolutely just want to go back to playing Triangle Frontier. I want to get back to Macross 30. Like, the hardest thing about the latter in particular is that I lost my old save file for it, which was on New Game Plus, and I had the majority of units upgraded to max, and even some at, like, rank 3. Yep. This is what I was talking about. We actually get picture-in-picture. And this was actually, you know, like... They're actually making up for the fact Trial Frontier had, like, no actual scenes or context from the first movie. So we're getting Cheryl's Universal Bunny concert in the background. Like, that's awesome. Let's go. Oh, yeah. And, like, and even if you're paying attention to it, you can absolutely tell, like, what I was talking about. It is extremely music video. Like, this is the kind of stuff you wish that you could, like, be witness to in person in a live concert. But our technology just isn't there yet, and it's a fucking shame. I mean, could you imagine if, like, concerts for Jam Project had, like, that level of technology and production values that it was like you were in a live music video? Be the hypest shit imaginable. Come on. There we go. When in doubt, just, like, chain the rapid missiles while just, like, charging forward and hope to God it kills them. Alright. Yeah! That's what I wanted. Nice. At least got like a twin laser shot right there. A lot of slowdown, though. Like, it's kind of surprising to realize after all this time that it's like, yeah, like, no kidding, Artdink was just not comfortable making games within the HD pipeline at this moment in time. No wonder they were still a handheld company only during this time. Like, they were all over the PSP. But it's all the more reason why I want to check out that SD Gundam game that came out recently, because it's like, admittedly, I know they also did other Gundam games like on the PSP, but like I'm not really familiar with those. I should probably take a look and see which ones, like which ones are like the recommended PSP titles for that. But it's comforting to see that yes, there are still people there that are down for doing more anime mecha games, because they clearly know how to do it from this era. Like those Gundam games, from what little I've heard about them, is like they're very solid, like all in the same way that the PSP Macross games were. Like they understood how to. It's like they figured out like a solid like core framework for how to like translate anime mecha into into what was it, like into like a playable game, as it were. And then they just made like the right adjustments as necessary so that like it feels like Gundam or it feels like Macross. Oh god, and that's like another thing I'm also like trying to like get used to and remembering is the fucking, oh yeah, the like if in case it wasn't clear, for transforming between all like the different Valkyrie forms, you know, Fighter, Gerwalk, and Batroid, I am having to use the right stick for it, and I will admit, not quite as intuitive or immediate as I would like compared to like using it on the D-pad in Macross 30. There we go. Come on, just let me... There we go. Yep. God, like, stuff like that still feels so cool. Oh, and look at that. Scene from where Alto sees the Vajra kill Gilliam before he gets into the... YF-29 itself. Because obviously one thing that's being missed as part of the context is that, like, Cheryl's concert was happening before this. You know, much like at the start of Frontier in the TV series. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's how you do it as Michelle if you're using the sniper weapon. You gotta hold. And it changes the firing type so that, like, it locks on, like, a head. Nice. Yeah, and look at that. It's just, like, in sync as well with, like, the picture. Like, this was so cool. This was, like, one of my favorite parts when I kind of discovered it, trying out, like, the hybrid packing game for, like, Do You Remember Love? Like, that was legit cool. That, for real. Obviously, when it comes to, like small Japanese developers that are kind of, like, tasked with having to, like, make these tie-in games for, like, Japanese properties, and they don't have, like, the budget, manpower, or resources or anything, like, doing picture-in-picture with, like, the source material when you're playing out a scene that is straight from the source, like, no wonder, like, yeah, that works a lot better than trying to cut away to a very crude in-universe, like, in-engine representation of that. Yep. And still one of the coolest features that they thought to include in like all the like the Artdink Macross games, even though it's almost unnecessary. Just the fact that like when you are in Gerwalk, if you go up against the vertical surface, like it will reorient yourself and start like skating along like the wall itself. It's kind of hard to control, obviously, because of like the change in direction, but it is so sick and is so accurate to how the VFs in this series always have operated. Yep. Man, realizing probably after the fact that this is actually how you were supposed to like make Michelle's whole sniper role work, extra makes me want to go back to like the PSP games and see if like this rule still applies. Like you hold the button and it changes the targeting type to like follow where the target is going rather than firing at their last location. Because I know in Macross 30, it absolutely does not do that. Like in Macross 30, you still have a lock-on, but the way it works is that, like, you still have a bit of room to, like, manually, like, do precision aiming within that lock-on space, basically. Like, it's a small reticule that, like, moves around, like, a radius around, like, your lock-on indicator. So the idea then, with, like, sniper weapons in 30 is that you know, you don't hold the button to, like, change, like, the firing lock-on type, whether you lead the shot or not. You actually have to manually do it, which is pretty cool. Like, that's actually where I first kind of realized that, oh, yeah, this suddenly makes the, like, the whole sniper weapon, gameplay work. Like, there's some cool things about 30. It's just kind of a shame that, like, it's slower than this. It's slower than this and, like, has, like, just not the exact same mechanics. Like, they were trying new things on top of it, but it also kind of sacrificed some of, like, the speed and, like... Oh, you think you can get me with, like, that beam of yours? Oh, fuck. There we go. That was awesome. Yeah, it's like, God, like it's funny too, because like in the last PSP game, Triangle Frontier, like the only series they had in it, like both talking about like TVs and like their movie versions, they had only had content up through the first Frontier movie. Actually, there was nothing in the PSP games that covered Wings of Goodbye, Sayonara no Tsubasa. So I guess in a way it's like this hybrid pack actually works as like a nice way to like extend from Triangle Frontier of all things. So yeah, like this whole hybrid pack, it's all about just kind of covering like the key points of both Frontier movies. And you know, that's fine. That totally makes up for how really superfluous, in hindsight, Trial Frontier actually is. And now we got ourselves a stock VF-25. Which its design always felt so much like... Because of Frontier's whole shtick of being like, it's the 25th anniversary of Macross. Look at our new unit that totally looks like a souped-up version of the VF-1 Valkyrie. This is probably like a... Yeah, this is a training section for Alto. After he's now joined SMS. Alright, princess, show him what you got. Nice, nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, just like... It may seem a bit, like, kind of difficult to ascertain at first, like, when you play, like, a Macross game like this. It's like, how do you act, like, your first question is, how do you design a game that, like, properly incentivizes you to, like, use all three forms of a Valkyrie? Or something like that. Or how do you, like, figure out how to juggle it? And, like, the thing that I feel that the Artdink Macross games at least have, like, kind of landed on is, like, they don't need to explicitly force you. It's just, as long as you are a big Macross fan and care about living out that fantasy, and you've watched the series to kind of know how stuff works, you just do what you can to do what you think is, like, cool and in the spirit of Macross. And you kind of naturally ascertain, oh yeah, right, it's like, if you want to go real fast from, like, long-range target to target, you know, fighter's your go-to. When you want to, like, still go somewhat fast and have, like, circle strafe runs while firing from afar, you got Gerwalk. And then, of course, like, for, like, fancy close-range melee stuff, that's where Batroid comes in. Come on. God, the slowdown. There we go. Fucking punch that jet. Oh, fucking goddamn it! Okay, come on. There we go. Yeah, like that. It's all about finding, like, the right... It's all about finding, like, the right form to use, like, at the right range, as well as, like, how much you care about, like, trying to get, like, the right firing angle and, like, accuracy. Still an A rank, though. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, look at that. We get to play as Klon. Alright. And we got Karina. Or... Canary... Or God, I can't believe I'm forgetting her name already, what it is exactly. And I just watched the movies. I just know her as, like, she's the one that pilots the Koenig monster. That big fucking heavy behemoth of a transforming, like, rocket, like, jet bomber. Whatever, well, let's start. Alright, so... yeah, got more Vajra. Yep, we know this. Right, okay, yeah, we're probably jumping straight to, like, the end now, where it's like, Alto's not part of the fleet right now. Like the idea, like near the end of the first movie, the Vajra just completely destroy fucking the Macross galaxy, like the galaxy fleet, which like is where Cheryl's from. Oh god, I forgot how absolutely weird. Yeah, because like there's still fighter form for this, but like it's no immediate transformation. It's more like switching between like the forward movement and like circular strafing movement of like if anyone's played Omega Boost. Like that's what comes to mind. But yeah, we got like a Vajra infested like Zentradi ship looking thing, or just a Vajra ship, I guess. Yep. Yeah, we're totally doing that moment. We're like taking out the Vajra while providing covering fire for the for like the galaxy fleet survivors. Ah, god damn it. Asshole. Okay, but at the very least, that also means that, like, whatever the next mission is, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be straight up we're doing, like, the final battle of the first movie. As Cheryl is singing her heart out of the concert that's, like, set, like, on an oil rig. Come on. Catch up. There we go. Oh, wait, no. Alto's here? Then what the hell? Oh, well. Oh my god, this is fucking bedlam. Yes, this is Macross. This is what I come to expect from this. Jesus. Oh my god. Yep. Oh my god, the slowdown. This is amazing. I mean, it's kind of bad, but it's still amazing all the same. But god, just imagine how sick this shit would be if Artdink were able to, like, make these games in 60 FPS. As God intended. Like, that's ultimately, like, the real reason why we need a proper, like, Macross game. Again, you know? Like, one, just to have the chance of, like, something this absurd and bombastic running at a high frame rate. I mean, I guess I could kind of play some parts of Daemon X Machina on PC, and it would basically be that. Because, like, just like the act of flying around, like when you activate your airborne boosters, so that you can basically fly in whichever direction that you're facing, it kind of starts to... I'll admit, like, when I first played that, I was like, yeah, this is clearly, like, Armored Core-like, because it's worked on by, like, some of the people that used to be at From Software back in the day. That and also the mecha design being done by Shoji Kawamori helped. But it just kind of contributed to this feeling of, like, it felt like I was playing something that had a bit of the spirit of Macross in it, you know? Like, because, like, when it came to like OG Armored Core, I got like vibes of Votoms like at the core of it. Yeah, it's still just kind of like the confusing aspect of like playing as Klon's unit right here is that, yeah, it technically has a fighter and Batroid form in terms of general functionality, but the lack of distinct transformation mechanism means I kind of forget sometimes which form I'm in. It's a little bit frustrating. Did take a lot of hits on that one, though. Still A rank, surprisingly. I have no idea how that's counting as such. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is it. We're doing the finale. The finale of the false songstress. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I know. Same startup sequence. It's whatever. Let's go. Like, when the movie got to this point, because it had been quite a few years after I had seen the original TV Frontier, but, like, seeing this and just how it ended up in, like, a completely different spot than the original show did, it's like I knew I was in for something special when it came to the films. They're fine, except for the 3 ships that got shot down. Couldn't save all of them. Sorry. Yeah, and the Vajra are after Ronka, of course. Oh, yeah, here's the scene. Kind of see it in the corner, using herself as bait. God, yeah, just like that's still just one of the coolest parts about this. Like the way, like they just sync up scenes from the movie in a separate window. Ugh. I also like just another extra thing I enjoy with how, like, oh my god, why can you not? I guess I was like kind of at the limit. Yeah, the concert ship, that's what it's called. But no, as I was trying to get to, what I was about to say actually was it was the thing where it's like, because of how exaggerated, like, the speed and physics are of, like, flying around, is that, when you, like, use, like, the brakes to try and, like, slow down your movement, it basically, like the inertia from, like, the speed kind of persists, so you get, like, this feeling that you're, like, drifting. There it is. The oil rig concert just straight up turns into, like, creates holographic sails, and now it's a ship. There we go. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, again, there's like a charge attack, but you have to hold down melee button for quite a while. There we go. Yeah, see, you kind of saw what I was talking about just right there as I was doing that, like, loop. You get, like, a sense of, like, you still got that forward momentum. And look who shows up. Rara Stern himself. YF-27 Lucifer. Nice. That's actually a pretty cool, like, animation flourish just to fire a quick laser beam shot and not have it use any ammo. Like, yeah, I could dig that. Yeah! Dragon uppercut! Alright. Yeah, this is cool. God, it's like, this is making me wish so much in hindsight that that Triangle Frontier had a bit more time in the oven, that they could have the extra resources and, like, timeliness to include missions from the movie. Oh, yeah. Bobby doing a little Daedalus attack in the background. You go, Bobby. You're the fucking best gay person in Macross ever. Oh man, I should have realized that was a bit too early. Fuck, again, every time. Yeah, but yeah, like this period of time for Macross, at least as far as like the fact that it was getting games like this, was definitely special. I just wish there were, like, I know Artdink did a Macross game for Vita that was like tied into Delta, and I love Delta, but I don't want to get like a Vita or a PS Vita TV just to fucking play one game. Like, that's absurd. Mostly because it's the Vita, if I'm being honest. But even then, when it comes to like old consoles as well, yeah, let's just kill this ace right here. Oh my god, you asshole! You had to just... Get back here, you son of a bitch! Oh my god, I am trapped! Get me out! Get me out! There we go. And that's it. The big finale of the False Songstress. It got quite jank at the end there, just trying to like take down that Ace Vajra. Oh well. So that should be halfway through this one. Oh, hell yeah. Get to pilot the Koenig monster. Let's do this. Bobby on support. Exactly the kind of person you want on your side. Let's do this. This thing's probably gonna, like, turn like a brick and be lumbering as hell, but I don't care. Let's do this. Yep. Ah, yes, this scene. Second film. Major fight takes place in, like, a Vajra-infested Zentradi ship that's like a Beldorzer class, I think it is called again. It's the ship that, like, the main antagonist of the original Macross met his end. When Min-Mei sang her love song that ended the war. Come on. Yeah! It's kind of goofy, though, looking how you just charge through, and then it immediately causes them to, like, get launched up into the air. Like, no momentum imparted on them, just straight vertical launcher. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you still got its back cannon. Oh yeah, we got that big warhead too. I love that it also has, like, a freaking eye catch for Bobby himself. That is the best. Bobby is awesome. God, yeah, that frame rate. Oof. But whatever, this thing's still a beast. That's awesome. Pixing Gaming just gifted 5 subs. Holy shit. Well then. Thanks a lot for doing that, man. Well then. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Yes, hello. Enjoying some good old fucking Macross games. Maybe even some games that, like, that no one even realized existed before. That were, like, tie-ins with the Blu-rays. Okay. Alright, special attack, let's go. I don't know what happens, but I love it. Yeah, awesome. Just all you need to know, transforming mecha, J-pop music, crazy bombast. It's amazing. That's Macross. It is beautiful. It is peak anime. Alright, come on, Bobby. Give me more emotional support, please. Oh my god. Ooh. I don't know if that was, like, too far. No, I guess not. Yeah. Once again, Koenig Monster, when it just unloads all of the cannons that it has, God help you if you're anywhere near it. Alright. Let's just keep up the pressure on this giant fucking battleship. Because who doesn't love, like, a good raid on, like, a giant battleship with multiple parts that can be destroyed? I mean, fucking R-Type basically has it as tradition that you need, like, a battleship raid level. It's mandatory. They know how good it is. There we go. Woo. Yeah, all this is in Japanese. There's no subs, but it's whatever. Like I've watched the movies again in the past couple days, so I remember more clearly like what the whole context of this was. Just like everyone being sent to like kind of wipe out like a Vajra nest, which was presumed to be like where like the main enemy was coming from. Because one thing we didn't get to do in gameplay was actually fight off against the queen that was inside that ship. Now this one, I'll probably remember a bit more clearly what the context of this mission is as soon as we get there. I mean, we're playing as Luca. So we get to make use of, like, his unmanned drones again. See how that goes. Skull concert. Oh, this might just be like a side thing from the movie. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. I guess it is like a sort of training thing or something. Yep, training mission. Ah, didn't quite connect on that charge attack. Oh god, he's probably so angry that he's gonna. Yeah, he is. Oh no! Oh, I just realized he's actually going for the ghost. Wow. Okay. Wow, having the ghost deployed actually actually saved my ass when he activated like his special attack. Because instead of going for me, he went for the unmanned drone. Like, good job, idiot. But then again, ghosts are pretty fucking brutal to fight against. You can actually play as a ghost, funny enough, in the PSP games. Like, when you play as, like, the Ghost X9, especially when it's fully upgraded, it's like a glimpse into how actually impossible to control it would be for actual humans to try and use in real life. So like when you control it with its max up like stats and everything, what happens is that you just like dash around at like super fast acute angles in all directions, crashing into everything. It's kind of insane. Alright, we got a double team. Alright. And down she goes. Oh, I see where you're hiding. I see where you at, you bastard. Always being the sniper. Alright, anyone else? What? Oh shit! Oh god, Ozma Lee coming back with a fucking vengeance. You know what could be good on Twitch? Use GIF here. Use GIF here as in what? Like a sort of channel redeem or something that just like plays a GIF on stream? Like in the chat. Yeah, possibly. I could see that, yeah. I don't know, there's definitely like some things where it is like I don't have every single like idea that I think I possibly could have as far as like stuff to feature like on my Twitch channel or chat or things like that. Like all I got for the moment are just like some simple sound redeems and other miscellaneous like stuff that you can activate with chat points, but that's about it. Oh, not just be. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, by GIF you mean just like. Yeah, something that's like actually like. Something that like any like chat can have like on Twitch. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I do. Thanks for that. Totally. There we go. Oh god, there's still more? Holy shit! Hey, guess what, fucker? Take down a Vajra battleship. Alright. Get all the ghosts out that we can. God, this thing is so big that, like, part of its body is actually extending past the, like, the invisible barrier at the top of the, like, the mission area. Like, that's fucking funny. There we go. Come on. There we go. Test is over. Good job, Luca. And, yeah, only an A rank. It's whatever. Let's destroy everything. Absolutely. Is this? Yeah, totally. Like there are certain there are straight up like certain stages in this where it's just training. I think the only reason they do it is because they don't have like enough scenes from the movie where they could like justifiably like, make missions around those. Too much realism. But I think it's just, like, a case of, like, there just weren't enough scenes they could think of to fit within, like, this gameplay style, so they just padded it out with, like, a couple training missions that happen in between. Because right now, we're just going straight to what happens at the end of the second Frontier movie. When, like, the main characters all go to, like, the Vajra homeworld. It was probably one of, like, the sickest methods of fucking, like, atmospheric re-entry. The ship that we are launching from, the Macross Quarter, what it does is that it activates what the captain calls Operation Big Wednesday, which I should add is implied to not be the first time it's ever been used, because what it entails is blowing a hole through, like, an enemy armada, like, defense line, going through, grabbing a piece of space debris, using it as a shield to plow through, like, the atmosphere so you don't burn up on re-entry, and following that, the captain just uses it as a surfboard, and then the ship, which is also a transforming robot, just surfs down to the planet's surface. It's fucking rad as hell. Wings of Goodbye is an amazing goddamn anime film. Yeah. Like, if there's any reason... Like, that is just one of many reasons I will always give for why Macross is awesome and that I want people to keep watching it and, like, explore more of the series. Like, it is certifiably, like, ridiculous by the end of the film. Like, when we get to, like, this point of the plot. But it also doesn't stop from being, like, so, like, emotionally, like, powerful at the same time. Because Macross is the series, after all, that was, like, its core-defining feature with the original series was invoking culture shock, and that a single song sung by a pop idol was powerful enough to end an intergalactic war. Because everyone on the other side of it was moved by that song because they had not experienced real culture. All right. Here we go. Question is, though, like, are they gonna, like, show, like, a clip from the film picture-in-picture where they show Operation Big Wednesday in action? I sincerely hope they do. Also, this song that's playing in the background is actually the full lyrical version of what I used for, like, the pre-stream screen. Because I always have to include, like, some amount of music from whatever game I'm playing for that session. So I just had to go through, like, my list of Macross music like, files that I have on my computer, looking for any that just did not have the vocals playing. And, like, this was one of the ones I was able to find, Hokugo Overflow. I think if I'm remembering the name correctly. God. Jeez, these fucking ships are so tough. Still, this is very much... This remains in line with how... Like the Macross games that Artdink has done, how it lines up. A whole lot of missiles, a whole lot of lasers, a whole lot of explosions everywhere. So much so that it becomes overwhelming sometimes. Oh! Oh, they said it. They're doing it now. Yeah! That was it! They're getting ready to do Operation Big Wednesday. Let's fucking go! Nice. And, oh man. Yeah, it's just the stragglers now that I gotta... Yeah, okay, sure. Just full unload. Why not? Yep, there's the picture-in-picture. You see what I was talking about? Taking a piece of space debris and using it to shield themselves upon atmospheric entry. Jeffrey Wilder is one of the best goddamn captains in the Macross series. His design's meant to be reminiscent of Captain Global from, like, the very first Macross series, because that's the whole deal with a lot of characters in Frontier. They're all kind of meant to be successors to the OG characters. But goddamn, Operation Big Wednesday just cements that for him. Alright. Now we're on the planet's surface. Will this be the last mission, or will there be one more after this? Because we just shot straight to the climax. Alright. We're almost there. Yep! Yeah, look at that! Look at that giant robot surfing on a piece of space debris! Oh. Okay, come on. Oh my god, no! Asshole! Fuck! You don't get to start that early. You don't get to, like, do your special attack as soon as you enter the field. What the hell's wrong with you? Still miss the like the charged melee attack sometimes. Kind of annoying. There we go. That should be the last of this particular group. Oh! Oh, here we are. Cheryl's on stage now. There we go. Oh my god, no, please, just... How do I get them off me? I know there's like a specific command, but I keep forgetting every time. Jeez, man. Oh, there it is. Utahime Dyson. Right there in the shot, because now they got like reinforcements up in the atmosphere. Freaking, oh yeah. I'm not even like that big a fan of Macross Plus. I just really like the YF-19. And Isamu's like cool enough as far as like being like a very cocky kind of hotshot pilot. But I still marked out the first time I got like that 3-second cameo of like Isamu Dyson coming in with like a YF-29 sporting his paint job, going just like, oh, it was so good. Oh. Yes, here it is. One of the absolute greatest songs in all of Macross history. Alright, who's next? Yep. Brera. Coming in for a showdown. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah! 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 This is so stupid! Look at this! Look at that 2-frame wiggle back and forth! What the fuck? Oh my god, I love video games! Come on, I just want to get this shot. Yeah, just it's all the drones that are left, basically. That's it for that mission. There's still gotta be more, right? Like, we've gotta have a fight with, like, the Bajra Queen after it's fused with, like, the Macross. There's gotta be at least one more. Yes, yes there is. This has to be the last one. Okay, here it goes. The end of Frontier. The end of Triangle. Nice. Yeah, and the katakana right there just spelling out like the name of the movie as well as the song. There it is. Alright, let's go. Nice. Only thing that's kind of annoying, at least for this mission, since it's the last one, I really wish they did not cut up parts of the song to make this particular loop the way that it is. I also realized after the fact that they totally did just reuse this exact same, like, cut of the song at the end of Macross 30. Come on, just blow up the fucking cannon. Yes! Ugh. All right. And I'm doing the absolute best I can to kind of reenact what Alto was clearly doing in the film. Flying his Valkyrie in a way that is like him doing kabuki. Yeah, but like, oh man. I mean, it's only fair. I think that it's like, no matter how good you are at these games, it's still not gonna, like, visually match, like, the spectacle of, like, watching this scene as it was intended in a film. But it's still fun to reenact, even in, like, its simplified form. Because really, it's like, besides these Macross games, there's really nothing else out there that lets you get this type of experience, you know? No one else is doing transforming mecha games of this type. I mean, if you want flight combat games that are super dramatic, I mean, I know there's the Ace Combat series, but that's only just for, like, the flight aspect. God, just get all these missiles off me! Okay. Yeah, just unload everything. Oh god, that's right. All the other Macross units, they're getting ready to fire the big guns on this thing. Yeah, just keep unloading everything. One. Jeez, how many more parts do I need to dismantle on this fucking thing? It is so massive. Come on. Okay. Yes, more. More Daka. Unload more into this thing. Just a little bit more. I think this is just the last part I need to destroy. No, that's that one. God damn it. There we go. Couldn't give Ronka the answer she wanted. He chose Cheryl. He warped away with the Vajra to another dimension. And Cheryl fell into a coma because her vocal cords have been, like, suffering from a bacterial infection the entire time. That, like, she almost dies as a result of this. Yeah, that definitely took quite a while to get through all of that. Oh god, yeah, that's right. There are now, like, these extra... like, extra tough versions of these missions now, where you get to kind of go through... Yeah, does it let you... Yeah, it does let you swap between the units that are available. That's right. Choose your unit, choose your pilot... Choose which person you want on support, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 variations of Cheryl Gnome versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Ronkas. 7 Ronkas versus 8 Cheryls. The game knows Cheryl is the best girl. Sorry, Ronka. Of course, you could still have Bobby on support, because why not? But I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I basically met the goal that I was wanting to get through anyway, which was to show off, like, all the missions of this game. And, like, the other... Like, Trial Frontier was already, like, such a weird one that, like, I didn't mind the fact... Yeah, oh yeah, you're welcome, Grunt. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't mind the fact that I decided to just, like, not finish that last mission in Trial Frontier, because playing as a Vajra and taking on the entire SMS Skull Squadron just seemed like... Yeah, that was clearly a gimmick. This was at least a bit more substantial, you know? Because it's straight up... You get to play through, like, major moments from both Frontier films, with a few extra training sections for padding, you know? God, I will never tire of Macross units and like their transformation functions, that they're able to like move this quickly and snappy and still make logical sense how everything works together, you know? I still like the YF-19 design the best, if I have to be perfectly honest. Although I do appreciate how, like, that particular unit was like a turning point for Macross, where it was like, yeah, Kawamori figured out a transformation sequence that goes between 3 forms, and its humanoid Batroid form can look way more like ergonomic and interesting and not immediately come off as like a Generation 1 Transformer, which is always what the VF1 reminded me of. Oh yeah, speaking of YF-19 as well, it's like, I actually ordered a model kit for the YF-19. Well, it's a pre-order, rather. The thing about it actually is, it's like part of like it's like a new high-grade Bandai model kit for the YF-19, where the whole idea that it has is that you basically get to do, you get like they call it a shortcut transformation, where the idea is that instead of accurately like 100% recreating like the transformation mechanism, they take a shortcut, as it were, and basically allow you to kind of swap out parts that are designed for like the specific modes, like Gerwalk and Batroid, which, you know, yeah, that might seem underwhelming, but honestly, after owning a previous Valkyrie model kit that was full transformation, pre-painted or the whole otaku experience, the plastic is painted. It comes with a set of decals, though. That's the so that's still gonna require some very steady hands to apply properly. But yeah, it's the sort of thing where, like, that last model I had is like the transformation sequence, like the mechanism being 100% accurate was really cool, but it did kind of leave me a bit nervous every time I wanted to transform it, because I was worried if like one of the joints or like mechanisms that was holding it together was just gonna fall apart. This alternative might be better in the long run. How many Cheryls does it come with? None. It doesn't even come with an Isamu, I think. I don't recall seeing if it came with like a tiny miniature of like the pilots, you know? Yeah. And technically, it's Cheryl with an S is how it's spelled in Frontier. But still, I mean, yeah, God, fucking... Yeah, if it did just come with, like, 8 versions of Cheryl Gnome, I wouldn't complain. She's one of the best. Straight up. But that's it. I'm looking forward to when that model kit arrives next year. Who knows? Maybe I'll do, like, an IRL, like, model kit building stream when that thing shows up. Who knows? It'd be kind of a change of pace from what I already do as, like, the only thing on this stream, which is just play video games. Be nice to kind of have a stream that indulges in, like, another one of my, it's a transliteration anyway, fair. But yeah, it'd be nice to try my hand at the stream where it indulges in another one of my nerdy sort of interests, you know? I do kind of miss having mecha model kits. Like, I had 4 when I was in Washington, but I just could not bring them with me when I moved back home to Alaska. Like, they got left behind in the move while everything else was, like, a bigger priority. Not that I lament it too much, because I feel like even if they were to arrive here in the move, they probably would have been falling apart even worse than when I left them. So it's gonna be a fresh start. That'll be nice. Alright, that's basically all I needed to say. Macross is awesome. It was nice kind of looking through, like, these hybrid pack games. And, next stream is either going to be, like, another PC game, or I'm gonna switch back to the Wii and indulge in some Piano 3, because why the hell not? I kind of had it on the back of my brain, even though I know it's like kind of an okay-ish game as is, but playing through it the first time, I got a better understanding of, now there's some cool stuff to it, it just needed more time to kind of fill things out, so I'll figure out which of those two it's gonna be once Friday comes around. Until then, thanks again everyone that stopped by. You all have a good rest of your night, or day, wherever you are in the world. Take care.